waving at the referee to come stop the fight. Bow, come stop the fight. Bow, come stop the fight. Am I lying?
Drama is building around the Lakers, and this time it centers on Bronny James. Reports say some teammates are frustrated, believing he's getting special treatment. Bronny was the 55th pick in the draft after averaging just 4.8 points per game in college, and many analysts didn't even expect him to be selected. Then came the Summer League, where he struggled, missing every three-point attempt and shooting only 22% overall. Despite the rough performance, he still saw more minutes than several other players. That's where the tension comes in. Some players feel it's affecting the team's balance, while critics like Stephen A. Smith question whether the opportunity is about talent or the name on his jersey.
James is in the NBA because of his dad.
One player reportedly spoke out, saying Bronny was being treated more like a celebrity than a teammate. According to that account, the chemistry suffered because too many plays seemed focused on getting him touches, which frustrated others on the floor. Sources claim several players noticed the same issue and felt it affected their own opportunities. Critics, including Stephen A. Smith, have also questioned why Bronny continues to receive steady minutes, arguing he may still need time to develop before taking on a bigger NBA role.
The first game of the season, opening night, the Griffeys in attendance, father-son duo playing in an NBA game for the first time, an absolutely positively wonderful story. And then reality sets in. We love what we're seeing from him in the G League, because that's where you belong.
Lakers owner Jeannie Buss has pushed back against the criticism, suggesting some of the backlash comes from frustration or envy. She believes people are simply looking for someone to blame when things go wrong. Meanwhile, coach J.J. Redick has reportedly made Bronny's development a top priority. The organization seems committed to helping him grow, even if the results aren't immediate. But the media isn't fully convinced. Many are questioning why so much focus is placed on one young player instead of winning games, and the pressure around the situation keeps building.
What are we going to talk about? Yo, guys, okay. Can we all just come to the conclusion that Bronny James it's not good enough to be on the Lakers? Can we just all finally come to that?
Bronny finally gave fans something to talk about. In his last two games, he scored 25 points and started knocking down shots with confidence. It was a small glimpse of his potential, but the criticism hasn't disappeared. Many say a couple of strong performances can't erase weeks of struggles. Now the debate is heating up again. Does he truly belong at the NBA level? Or is this just the beginning of a much bigger storyline?
You have people like Richard Jefferson and Tim Legler talking about Bronny has everything. All he needs to do is I'm like, really? All he needs to do is just work on one or two things.
Things escalated once the regular season began. One viral moment against the Bucks suddenly put all the attention on Bronny. The Lakers won the game, but he struggled badly. Even as a starter, he looked hesitant on the floor. He had open shots, yet kept passing them up, slowing the offense. Cameras even caught Luka Doncic throwing his arms up in frustration. At one point, the Bucks stopped guarding Bronny closely, daring him to shoot, and the moment quickly spread across social media.
He gets in the game, and the dude is literally scared to shoot, right? The Bucks were leaving him wide open. They basically were treating this dude like Russell Westbrook, like Ben Simmons, folks. They were just daring him.
Coach Redick eventually reached his limit. After Bronny passed up another open shot, he pulled him from the game just 4 minutes in. The move sent a clear message. If you don't take the shot, you won't stay on the floor. Bronny ended up playing only about 10 minutes that night and barely saw the ball. The decision highlighted the growing tension around his role, and it felt like the situation had reached a boiling point.
So, J.J. Redick, ladies and gentlemen, he was literally yelling at Bronny James on the sidelines to shoot the ball, right? It got so bad, folks, that he started to cuss Bronny James out on the sideline. So, I'm going to put a picture of the graphic on the screen so you guys can see what J.J. Redick told Bronny. Told him pretty much to shoot.
Redick has always preached accountability. He spent 15 years in the league as a sharpshooter who never passed up an open look. So watching Bronny hesitate clearly bothered him. His message was simple: stop second-guessing and take the shot. Bronny seemed to understand. He admitted he needed to improve and stop passing up opportunities. Soon after, he was sent to the G League to find his rhythm. The move appeared to help. He put up 15 points and 8 assists against the Warriors, looking far more confident. Still, after the Lakers' latest loss, Redick is said to have lingering questions about his progress.
Like on a back-to-back, just him giving us energy, I think, was the goal. I've maybe put him in a tough spot, flying up yesterday and, nationally televised game and Philly, all that stuff. It's, he didn't play well, but he's been playing great, in the Stay Ready games, and he's been playing.
The Lakers are still winning, with 10 victories in their first 14 games. But the conversation hasn't slowed down. Many are asking whether Coach Redick was too tough on Bronny. Surprisingly, LeBron isn't upset. He's staying calm and letting the coach handle things his way. LeBron has said he never interferes with his son's coaches and wants Bronny to earn everything on his own. Even though it's difficult to watch him struggle, LeBron sounds proud of his progress and sees it as part of the journey.
That chapter been satisfying, actually seeing the tangible growth?
Seeing his growth? It's been great to see, to watch. And he's still young. Obviously just turned 21 not too long ago, and he's still learning and, still getting better with each.
LeBron is choosing to stay positive. He says he sees Bronny improving every day, even if the fans don't always notice it. For LeBron, simply watching his son play in the NBA feels like a miracle after the heart scare he faced in college. At this point, it's about more than just stats. It's about life and growth. Even though Bronny only gets limited minutes, LeBron isn't complaining. He even jokes that it's all part of the rookie experience. And off the court, Bronny has moved into his own place, taking another step toward independence.
He's enjoying the process. I think you can obviously ask him, more than me. He's not a resident anymore, so we don't talk as much. He has his own place, so I can't just.
When Bronny played just a minute in a loss to the Spurs, many expected LeBron to react, but he stayed quiet. Insiders said LeBron was resting that night as well, so there was no drama, no blame, just silence. Bronny later shared the biggest advice his dad gives him: ignore the noise. LeBron tells him to block out trade rumors, criticism, and outside pressure. On his podcast, he even became emotional while talking about his son's dream coming true. For them, it's about something much bigger than basketball.
Parent, to be able to be, there to witness a child of yours start to live out a dream of theirs is something Bronny has always talked about, and he's, said, we asked him plenty of times, like, what is your end goal? And his end goal is to be in the NBA. And to see him almost at that moment, for a parent is something that you could just be in awe of, because, that's what you want your kids to be able to live on.
LeBron says Bronny is actually tougher than he ever was at the same age. Despite all the online criticism and pressure, Bronny stays calm and collected. LeBron admits that when he was young, he wanted everyone to like him, but Bronny doesn't let the critics get to him. With social media amplifying every comment, the pressure is exponentially higher today, but Bronny handles it with poise. LeBron says he couldn't have dealt with this kind of scrutiny at 19. Watching his son navigate it all, he's blown away. Bronny is proving he's built differently.
Definitely not his dad, and I'm not him. I wouldn't be able to handle the scrutiny and all the things that he got going on, at his age, at his level, and with social media. I didn't have social media to deal with when I came in at 18. I did have a lot of scrutiny. I did have a lot of things that was put on my shoulders, but I didn't have, every single day around the clock news coverage, sports shows, things of talking about this particular person.
LeBron usually has a big hand in team decisions, but when it comes to Bronny, he says he's staying out of it. He's made it clear that playing alongside his son is a personal dream, not a team demand. Still, fans aren't convinced, and the nepotism debate is louder than ever. The real twist? LeBron's agent Rich Paul reportedly warned other teams don't draft Bronny, even threatening that he'd go play in Australia if selected. That scared teams away, leaving Bronny available for the Lakers at pick 55. A power move almost unheard of for any rookie.
He's coming with. They're not, it's gonna be a package deal. So LeBron thinks, again, he's overplayed his hand here. Not only can I dupe some contender into taking my 55 mil, I'll get him to bring my bum son along with me too. Nobody wants this arrangement, so he's stuck in Lakerland here.
Years ago, LeBron famously said, "Wherever Bronny is, that's where I'll be." That one line changed the game, sending a clear message to the NBA. If you want LeBron, you have to accept his son too. When the Lakers finally drafted Bronny, LeBron signed a massive new contract, cementing what many saw as a package deal. Fans erupted, calling it blatant nepotism. Former NBA player Wami Brown criticized it, saying LeBron was forcing his son into a spot he hadn't earned. Even Stephen A. Smith weighed in, declaring, "You can't defend Bronny when his stats are this poor. The integrity of the game is at stake."
Right now, Bronny James is averaging 0.3 points, 0.3 assists, and 0.4 rebounds. You know what people are saying. You know what they're going to do to this kid. In 13 games, he has played 44 minutes. He has scored 4 points. He is shooting 1 of 16 from the field, 0 for 7 from three-point.
Favoritism rumors continue to swirl around the Lakers. Even in 2026, critics are still upset that Bronny remains on the roster despite inconsistent performances. Many say he's being shielded from cuts while other players lose their spots. But not everyone sees it as a problem. Insiders like Adrian Wojnarowski point out that nepotism already exists in the NBA's front offices and coaching ranks, and using a late 55th pick on Bronny hasn't truly harmed the team's future. Still, Stephen A. Smith warns LeBron that, as a father, he's putting his son in the spotlight too early, exposing him to unnecessary criticism and pressure.
We know that he's not ready yet. And I'm saying this with compassion. I'm asking the greatest player in the game, one of the top 2 players in the history of basketball, an ambassador for this game, the face of the league, a 4-time champion, a guy that's gone to 10 NBA finals, one of the greatest we have ever or will ever see, who is a basketball